About season 5 episode 9 of Pretty Little Liars. I actually got to watch it on time, like yay. So let's get into it. Yeah, Allison, I wrote down Allison is a psycho. I completely forgot why. Oh, when she was like all her plotting and like we have to stick together and oh, Tanner's after this person, Tanner's after that person. Stop adding to your lie. And it's so funny. I'm not going to talk about it in order because you guys saw the end. You saw what happened. Now, whether it be Allison, Noel, somebody has some dude coming forward saying that he's the one who kidnapped Allison. Now, when they find out that this is not true, what is going to happen? I want to know who's the person who put this guy up to it and what is the purpose? Who is A? Who is A that is so influential that could get some guy to confess to a crime that he did not commit of kidnapping? And he's saying it word for word. So, and then, you know, we guys saw at the end, somebody in a hoodie who's at the ophthalmologist is listening to Allison's testimony about what happened to her, how she was kidnapped. So who is that? Is that Jenna? Is that Sydney? Is that somebody else? Who is that? Noel. Okay, guys, now if you watch this show long enough, you know to be skeptical of every single thing that happens. How is it that Noel is listening to Allison's, what is that? Whatever it was, whatever the tape was that he had of Allison talking. Why is he listening to that in the open, on the street, at night? It's loud enough for Emily to hear it across the street. Like, what the heck? In his car? He couldn't use headphones. Like, this is serious stuff that he's listening to. He couldn't use headphones. He couldn't have been more discreet. How is it that you're playing it so loud? That's how I'm like, I don't know. It seemed a little bit convenient. Oh, Emily's bike, something happened to it. She stops. She hears something like Allison's voice. And it's Allison's voice coming from Noel's car. But Allison isn't there. He's listening to the recording of Allison saying basically the evidence that Allison was never kidnapped. And seemed a little too convenient. But now we know that Noel doesn't trust Allison, and Allison again looks fishy, but I don't trust Noel, so maybe he's telling the truth, maybe he's not. Maybe Allison is trying to get rid of him. Maybe she is that psycho, or maybe A knows everything that Noel is doing, or who knows. Like, what's your theory on the whole Noel and Allison thing? Do you think that Allison was really trying to get rid of Noel? Do you think that Noel is telling the truth at all? I just find it weird, really weird, how close and cool Noel and Allison were, that he was doing all these favors for her. Everything from dating Jenna, right? No, dating, what's her name? Mona. To every little thing, being in New York, being here, being there, getting her this, getting her that, like being her little errand boy. For what? Why did he do that? What did she give him? That's my question, because we know that he did these favors for her and stuff, but we don't know why. Like, why was he always there for Allison? Even when it came to, you know, dating Arya and then turning on them and stuff. Like, that was all. He probably was speaking to Allison then too. So what's the deal with Noel exactly? That's what I really want to know. Like, what's the real deal? What really happened there? Because we only got a tip of the iceberg in this past episode, but I want to know what really went down. I wrote down, I told y'all Allie was not trustworthy. I still don't trust her. And even though Noel may very well be lying, Noel may very well be just trying to lead the liars against Allie, I still don't trust Allison. Oh, the whole thing with, what's his name? Not Dean. What the heck? Zach. Basically, A set up Zach and Hannah by making Zach think that Hannah was trying to hit on him by putting a note in his pocket or whatever. I wrote down, I hate that these girls forget that A always frames people. So I think, you know, they're not always in a state of mind that A is up to something or A was up to whatever happened. And he did. The problem with Zach is you really fell for it, and you were trying to hook up with a, what, she's 17 right now? Like, ew, you're about to get married? Like I said in my last video, like, what's up with that? Why would you do that? And I just feel bad for Ella, I really do, because now another relationship ended in, you know, a dude being untrustworthy to the point of almost cheating or cheating. I wrote, this is why Ali shouldn't have added to the story. I guess I was talking about when the cops, when Detective Tanner called Hannah's mom saying that, oh, they had the person in custody, and then Hannah's mom was like, is that the guy? She really believes Alison. Poor Hannah's mom. And now I wonder what Alison's gonna say. I wonder what's gonna happen next. And I got to see the promo too, and I see that you know, Spencer really doesn't trust Ali. None of them do, and they're trying to like decide what they're gonna do. Leave Ali out to hang by herself, or, you know, go down with her. So it's gonna be pretty crazy next episode. Yeah, I had wrote down, why did Noel help out Ali all this time if he doesn't trust her? He says she has a habit of dropping people, getting rid of people when they're not useful to her. So then why were you helping her? Why did you help her to begin with? She was a mean girl. So I really want to know, why was Noel helping Ali in the first place? And it was funny, I wrote LOL at Ali saying that at least Noel has her back when he doesn't. Not for long. He has his insurance. And they wrote hashtag PLL insurance on Alison. It's funny. And this is my big thing. I was like sitting there having a conversation with my sister who doesn't even watch Pretty Little Liars about Alison and her like her susness, her very suspicious behavior, because you are over here calling the liars, you know, Emily, Aria, Hannah, Spencer, your best friends. They knew nothing about Cece, Board Shorts, Wilden, Ian, all these people that she had serious interaction with. She was blackmailing one of her best friend's fathers, all this stuff. And these are your best friends. They knew nothing about all this stuff that happened in the past year. They just began to know things when they thought you were dead and someone was coming after them. And then you want to say, that's why I could trust Noel. At least I could trust Noel when you say, oh, my best friends are not sticking together, blah, blah, blah. She never treated them like best friends. She treated them like minions. They knew nothing. And then they were just thrown into her whole mess by default when she went missing. So for her to say that and then be like, oh, why don't you guys trust me? Or, oh, you're spying on me. Of course they're spying on you. Like, are you kidding me right now? You're the most untrustworthy person in this show. You're so suspicious. You're always, you know, talking to somebody on the phone, have some secret here. You're setting up people's parents. You're making them believe you and like forcing yourself on people when they don't want you to be there. If Hannah was really your best friend, why would you really like torture her in the way that you know you are torturing her? She doesn't want you around. She's clearly giving you the culture. She clearly said maybe you should stay with one of the other girls, and you're still staying at her house. You're still bothering her. You're still asking why this and why that. Oh, and you should be watching Hannah. She's gonna tell on us and da 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 da. No, Alison, just shut up and just, oh my gosh, like, I don't know what it is, but she just irks my soul right now. Like, her character is really getting to me because she makes no sense. If they were your best friends, why did they know nothing? But yeah, you brought Shauna into the mix, Noel into the mix, all these people, but you were protecting them. That's what you claimed, but then they were still in the middle of it regardless, whether you were protecting them or not. It was better off for them to know that you were alive and to know what to do versus, you know, thinking you were dead, and being blindly harassed and stuff. They went through a lot of things just because of her. And it's like, for what? We still don't know why. We still don't know what is A's motive. So, yeah. I'm over it, Alison. Oh, I noticed that Detective Tanner already made the connection between Ezra and Shauna. That was apparent when she found out that he was in New York and that Shauna got shot in New York and that he got shot and he claimed it was a mugger. I still want to know why Ezra was never arrested, you know, reprimanded, anything about his whole intimate relationship with Aria. Like, Detective Tanner just kind of just mentioned it with her mother, with Aria's mother there, and it was no big deal. Like, oh, so you were intimate with outside of with Ezra when he was, after he was fired from the school, quote unquote. But why is that not a bigger deal? And then I was like, he's not a creep. He's not the one hitting up. Yes, actually, he is a creep. Hello, let's not forget why he was with you in the first place, to get information. But anyway, I still think Ezra is sus because he never got in trouble for that. Like, she's still a minor, was a minor when you were with her, still is a minor, and nothing has come of that. That's a little weird to me. At first I was wondering, why the hell is Caleb so carefree? Like, he really didn't care about the fact that Hannah was drinking all the time at first, until Spencer, like, you know, like, hit him over the head with the words of, hello, like, look what your girlfriend is doing right now. And then I forgot about Ravenswood and the whole thing where he found out his, I don't know. Did you guys watch Ravenswood? I watched the first episode and I was like, hell no, I can't watch this. Like, I love Caleb, love him, but I could not watch Ravenswood. Like, it was just too much for me. It was just creepy, and I was just like, I don't have time for this. Like, no. So I don't really know what happened to him exactly. Can you guys, like, fill me in if you know? I know that him and the girl that he met on the bus were, like, connected. Their relatives all died in something or the other, but I don't know how deep it went. I don't know what was the whole purpose of that show, but whatever happened there is what made him so, like, nonchalant about life, and in the process he kind of lost his head, where he used to be super, you know, caring. And but Spencer's whole speech was really true. She was like, you guys were good for each other, you guys, you know, they were really good for each other before they left. That's why Hannah was cool with him leaving, and all of a sudden he turned into this, like, carefree dude who just was like, YOLO, drink every day, don't take your exit exam type thing, or whatever. Jenna and Sydney, guys. I love how Emily, like, stomped on Sydney when she was like, you notice how Emily was kept asking her questions, asking Sydney questions. Sydney didn't say a word. She was mute all of a sudden. Mind you, Sydney had always had something to say with Hannah, with Emily, with Paige, whoever she was around, she had something to say. All of a sudden she was mute, like, and why does she have to have sunglasses on inside? What is that about? Like, she claims, like, oh, she just helped Jenna out in the school, but, like, why are you a mini Jenna? Like, you have sunglasses on, you're clearly not blind, you were not the one getting an eye exam, your eyes were not dilated, why are you wearing those sunglasses inside? Like, I'm so glad that they found out, like, that Sydney and Jenna are connected, and of course Sydney is a fraud, a huge fraud, and I love how Emily was all like, you know, that's why I'm gonna watch you, and da 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 da. I liked how they let that play out. That was cool. What the hell? It wasn't a gunshot, guys, I promise. I live by a gas station. But Sydney and Jenna, oh, that whole can you see me yet A thing. What is that? I don't know. The eye test thing? I don't know what it's called. That was so creepy. And I'm wondering, did Jenna and Sydney do that? Or who the heck is A? I need to know who A is, because I don't know who's the person doing all this stuff. Like, they're always there still. Like, they're still kind of omnipresent in a way. You know what I mean? Like, they're where Spencer is. They're where, you know, Allie is. How do they do it? Who is it? I wrote down Team Caleb when Caleb punched Zach. I'm glad, like, he was smart. He kind of came back to his senses really quickly, and, you know, was like, oh, this is not Hannah's handwriting, like, what are you doing? Still, that's so sad, again, about Ella and Zach. Like, I wish Zach was a good person. I don't understand why they need to make everybody bad somehow, you know, but that's what they did. Oh, and Sydney was trying to act all like, oh, I didn't expect to like you, Emily, and da-da-da. Like, please, get the hell out of here. You didn't expect to like me, yet you were still fishing for stuff. Like, you are the one who told A or whoever about whatever Hannah said to you. So you're telling me you didn't mean to end up liking her, but you still were getting her information and, you know, getting information from her friends, and doing whatever the hell your plan was. Like, I don't get it. Like, just shut up and stop. If that was the case, you should have told her something a long time ago. But that's not the case. You're loyal to Jenna first, and you clearly have absolutely no life because you were just like, what is, she claims like her mother doesn't like sports and her father is always traveling. Is she really a teen? Is she like a spy or something, like, you know, infiltrating schools, swimming and all that? But I don't know. I don't like Sydney, and I could care less about her character. I want to get down to the real reason. She claims it's because, oh, her and Jenna were friends. She found out what Alison did to her. What is wrong with these people? Everybody wants to fend for Jenna. Both Shauna and Sydney want to fend for Jenna. All of a sudden, Sydney shows up now when they kill off Shauna. So where were you all this time? Oh, because Alison came back. That's what it was. So you had to come back to the school to kind of fish for information, act like you didn't know stuff when you did know stuff. Can they just get to who A is already? Season finale is in like 2 weeks, so I'm hoping something really revealing happens. They claim one of the liars might die. If it's one of them, it better be Alison. That's all I have to say about that. It better not be any of the other girls, because this is all Alison's mess, and I need it to be resolved. That's it. This is a long video. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments down below. What did you think of this video, guys? Do you agree with me and the things that I say? What's the real deal with Noel? Who is A again? And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Like the video if you like the video. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.